Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away.
Before delving into the flash mob and your upcoming EP, I'd love to kind of know what exactly it was that sparked your interest in music in the first place, and that moment where you realized that this was not just a passion but something that you wanted to pursue professionally.
Yeah, no, my passion. God, I've been singing since I was 7. And it was actually the choristers, a choir that came into my school that first inspired me to sing. So I got massively into classical music. I taught myself to sing opera first, which was, but then opera's quite an expensive thing to do. So as I got older, when my voice was changing, I didn't I couldn't afford it. And then at the time, my school were doing auditions for We Will Rock You. And then my teacher was like, "Oh, why don't you audition for it?" I was like, "Rock music." I always tell the story. Um, and then that's when I discovered I could sing Queen songs very well. And my teacher was like, "Oh, you've got quite a similar resonance to Freddie Mercury." And I didn't know who he was at the time. Um, and then yeah, so then I taught myself to sing again, and it allowed me to sing rock music, ballads, like love songs, anything really. So that was sort of my first calling to be a singer.
That's an amazing answer, and the fact that you didn't even know how similar yours and Freddie's voice was is just so astonishing. So, I mean, speaking of Freddie, I mean, we have to talk about the Bohemian Rhapsody flash mob, which is just viral at the moment. So, can you kind of walk me through how you initially got involved with the flash mob, and kind of what was your reaction when Julian approached you for this?
Um, so Julian got in touch with me, and he'd seen me on TV in Britain, and he'd been wanting to do a flash mob for a while, and he'd been really wanting to do Bohemian Rhapsody because of how popular the song is. But he'd been searching. He told me for 2 3 years for a singer, and then when he found me, he was like, "Oh, Mickey, I think you could be the guy who could do this song." So Julian got in touch with me, but then also Ollie, who was playing guitar, he was also on TV with me as well on the same show. Um, and then so we got in touch with Ollie and said, "Oh, Ollie, would you like to do the guitar part?" And yeah, that's how it initially came together.
What was your personal experience with this performance? Like, did you feel any kind of jitters going into it when you realized it was going to be happening at such like a global scale?
Yeah, I think the thing I was nervous was the fact that we'd never actually had a dress rehearsal. We'd only me and the singers and the musicians, we'd only met each other 2 days before that, and then on the day of the performance, Julian was like, "There's going to be opera singers coming in this window. There's going to be the drummer, and then but we're not going to get an actual rehearsal." And I come in on a horse and carriage, so I was thinking, "Oh my god, this is going to be like," but it worked. I mean, I think we pulled it off anyway.
Yeah, you 100% did. Like, it's such a sensation, like all around the world. It's garnered like more than 200 million views, and from what I remember, I believe Queen also
They
saw it
did.
too. So, what has been your reception to knowing all
I
this?
mean, being a big Queen fan anyway, to get the approval from obviously Queen themselves, it was like, I mean, there's not many things that bring tears to my eyes, but it brought tears to my eyes. Um, it's actually the second time this has happened, because when I was on TV before, I done Who Wants to Live Forever, and that actually put Queen back in the charts. So it's like it's been a wonderful year. It's been it's been happy, it's been emotional, but just to see the impact that it's had on people around the world, it's been beautiful.
And I know everyone's talking about your phenomenal voice and the flash mob, but you're also about to release your forthcoming EP, Man on a Mission. So can you kind of walk me through the creative process for that?
Yeah. So I've actually got my biggest single that I've done coming out on the 26th of September. I'm also announcing a UK and Ireland tour tomorrow as well. So that everyone's been asking, when are you going to get on a tour, Mickey? So they're going to find out tomorrow. But yeah, the EP. So the EP is about basically, I'm very much a self-made person. I've taught myself to do everything. I write my songs, I produce it. I have musicians that help me, but I do a lot of it myself. And Man on a Mission is just, I think everyone is on the. It's a simple message, but everyone is on their own mission. Whether it's career wise, whether it's finding out about themselves, like in terms of identity, everyone is on some sort of mission. And like, but the message from it is that you've got to show resilience, and you've got to never give up, and you've got to feel positive, and that's what my music's about, and that's what the message is about.
Slave to the Man, that is the single, right? So um how's this anticipation period going for you, knowing that you have gained so many fans in the recent weeks and they are about to experience your music?
It's exciting. I mean, the exposure from the flash mob has definitely brought a lot of people into the world of my music as well. I mean, I've already got a great following, but it's just elevated that now. So the song when I've been teasing it on TikTok, it's gained a lot of support already. So I'm really looking forward to it. And it's about me working when I used to work in a phone shop. Um, and I used to work for 5 years, but I always had the dream of becoming a singer, but working a job and then pursuing and getting home and trying to do music and then working a job. Life's hard for some people to achieve their dreams and pursue their passions, and that's what the song really speaks about. To be honest, again, like I said, I haven't got a huge message. I've just got a message of positivity and motivation, and I think that's what a lot of people need.
100%. That is such, that's such, the fact that it can also act kind of like a catharsis for you to show this kind of positive message. It's just a beautiful, and I can't wait. I've listened to the track, so I can't wait for people to listen because it's absolutely gorgeous. And
Oh, you like it? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I loved it. I loved it. It's amazing. And you are such a phenomenal singer, but I'm very curious to know, is there anyone else on your radar that you would, absolutely love to collaborate or work with in the future?
Um, oh, that's a good one. I mean, there's a producer called Mike Dean who does a lot of stuff for the weekend. I love him. To be honest, I mean, I think collaboration is key, and if anyone wants to come along and they have a good song or something that I think I can resonate with, I'll do it. I mean, the dream one would be to play with Queen. Obviously, that would be a good thing. Um, but I never get my hopes up.
No, my next question actually was going to be that Queen has noticed you. You have literally such an amazing voice. Might we see some kind of collaboration, maybe a live performance with them?
Potentially, I mean, right now, obviously Adam Lambert sings with him, and Adam Lambert does a phenomenal job. His voice, I mean, I think he's got one of the best voices in the world, I think, currently. So, but even if it was just like a one-off performance, I think that would be the cherry on top of the icing to my career in regards to the Queen side of things. In terms of my own stuff, we're only just getting started.
So, wrapping up our beautiful conversation, I have to ask you, what's next for you, Mickey? Like anything else you're working on that you'd like to tell us or your fans about?
So yeah, I've just got the tour coming. In November. I'm off on a support tour next year. As a special guest supporting a DJ in Germany called Alex Christensen. So that'll be a 15-day tour. Obviously I've got singles coming out alongside the EP, and then I guess next it's just working on more music and working on an album.